Typical Saturday afternoon. Can't find my husband. He's been gone for a while, so I'm going to go to the shed because I see it smoking, and I will see what he's up to.
Hey, hon.
Hey, what you doing, hon?
You caught me in the shed again, out here smoking.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, guys, what we're doing in the shed this afternoon is we're doing stuffed, bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers.
Ooh, yum.
I know we're not beating a dead horse here or anything, but we have our own little flair on these, and we really enjoy them. So what I'd like to do is show you how we make them from start to finish. So what do you say we start? All right, and this is how we start. We take a half of a medium-sized onion and half a package of kielbasa. They have smoked kielbasa and beef, turkey. You can have whatever you want, but anyway, just a half a package of kielbasa and a half of a medium-sized onion. And we chop them pretty fine because you're going to be using this for stuffing. So we like to come in and cut the stuff pretty fine, probably almost to a mince. If you cut the pieces too big, by the time you get them in the jalapenos, it's they just don't fit in there very good. Doesn't look very nice. So I'll actually take them and I'll cut them just as fine as I can. Actually, kind of mince them up a little bit and get them as small as I can. Something like this. Now the next step, after we get these things minced up pretty fine, again you got to have them pretty fine, is we're going to stick these in a foil pan. We're going to carry them out to the grill. And what I like to do is I like to cook them for, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes. Let it all kind of, let the flavors marry and get those onions sauteed and get them clear. I'll put not too much seasoning, a little salt and pepper in there, maybe a little bit of olive oil, but there's quite a bit of fat in that kielbasa to get those onions lubricated enough to cook. So this is all I do, just a little mince like that. So then we'll add to that in a few minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a pan. I got a pan or something to saute in, and if I'm lucky enough to find a pan, like a cast iron skillet somewhere, I'll meet you guys out at the grill, and we'll get this stuff sauteed. You guys are in luck. I found a pan. Yay! Good thing. I thought I'd have to go to a flea market or something and buy one. Boy, this smells good. We might not make those jalapeno poppers. We might just make onion and kielbasa and do a couple of forks and a couple of spoons. So we're going to let that cook real good. We're going to throw some salt and pepper on there. Hold on 1 minute. I'll get some salt and pepper.
Oh, that smells good. Yum, yum.
All right, so throw a little bit of pepper on there, not too much. A little salt. About like that. Boy, where's that smell-o-vision? So we're going to let this go for a little while, and I'll meet you back in the shed in just a few minutes, and we'll start putting this stuffing together. And I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we got the kielbasa and onion mixture off of the grill, out of the cast iron skillet, and it's cooled down enough we can work with it. So now what I want to do is I want to show you guys how we make our stuffing for the jalapenos. So I just take the onion and kielbasa mixture and I put it in a bowl, like so. And I take half a cup of cheese. We like sharp cheddar cheese. Doesn't make a difference what kind of cheese you use. You can use whatever you want, but we use about half a cup, maybe a little bit more. And then we use, what is it, panko breadcrumbs. They're a little crispier and they have a little bit more body to them than regular breadcrumbs. Yeah. And they're plain. We don't have any flavor because we don't really want them to pick up or to add anything else. We like it pretty minimal so you can taste what we've already done. So we stick that all in there and just kind of mix it up. Like so. Another thing with the cheese and the breadcrumbs is it packs really well. I'll show you guys in a few minutes, but it squeezes together good, kind of like cookie dough or bread dough. It squeezes together nice and holds its shape to fit inside the jalapeno. So that's what that looks like, something like that. And you can put that in the fridge if you don't need to use it right away. We're going to stuff our jalapenos here in just a second, so we'll go ahead and leave that in there. So the next thing I do is I take my jalapenos that I bought at the store. I get the biggest ones. I don't know if it makes any difference for flavor or not. Some people say the The bigger ones are hotter, but I don't know if that really matters. I just get the biggest ones because it holds the most stuffing. So typically what I'll do is I'll come over here to the sink and I'll rinse them off real good. And rinse each one, like so. And to be honest with you, what I do a lot of times is I'll rinse these jalapenos off, and I don't necessarily rinse them to get the stuff off them, you know, like the oils off the skin. And I don't rinse them for the food police. I just rinse them because I like using my cool faucet and my cool sink, so it gives me an excuse to actually use my faucet. So anyway, so you take these jalapenos over here, like so. You cut the end of it off a little bit. I try to get them end, try to turn them so they have the most capacity to hold stuff, like so. Whoops. And then I'll cut these in like so. And again, get the edge that holds the most, like so. And I'm going to hollow these out when I'm done. I'm going to try to get all the seeds and stuff out. I don't have a fork or anything to do that with. Hold on one second, let me get something. Alright, so the stuffing's made. Most of the jalapenos are cut. Like I said, we just cut them, take a spoon, hollow out the seeds and most of the rind there, most of the insides, veins and stuff, right? And what I'll do is I'll just take one of them and take a spoon, ladle it in there a little bit, about like that. Now kind of squeeze it in and try to pack it in a little, so like so. I'll take a piece of bacon. Actually, I use a half a strip. I tried a whole strip, but I ate 3 pounds of bacon one day and it's just too much. So now I do a half a strip. My wife feels better, so you can eat more that way. And just wrap it around. I like to pull it really tight, like too tight almost to rip the bacon. And that way when the bacon cooks, it kind of shrinks around the jalapeno, holds it nice and crispy and makes it more firm that way. I'll do one more for you guys. Stuff it in here like that. Like so. I kind of pack it in a little bit. I think we could use a little bit more in that one. Just a little bit, like that. And we'll take a piece of bacon, like so. Pull it pretty tight, tight as you can pull it. Nice and snug. And that's what they're going to look like, just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish wrapping these and stuffing them. And then I'll see you guys in a few minutes. We'll head out to the grill and we'll put them on and smoke them for a little while. So see you in a second. Troy and Karen doing cannonballs in the pool. I gotta give you a thumbs up, buddy. That was too funny. My wife and I cracked up. My wife's name is also Karen. And we tried doing cannonballs in our hot tub. It's way too shallow. She hurt her hip. She was out of action for a week. So we won't be watching any more of your videos with action shots anymore because we want to try them. And it just didn't work out at all. So, but anyway, congratulations you guys for 18 years. You guys are doing all right. Okay, so here's our poppers. I didn't have enough stuffing to go around, so I just wrapped a couple of them with nothing in them. I'll give those to my mother-in-law. And I'm going to go around to the grill and we'll throw them on and we'll get them smoking. So hold on one second. Let me come around that way. Come out here to the grill. Come on over, guys. I got my grill's names are beef, chicken, and pork, and hog. And I haven't named this one yet. We'll just call it a grill, I guess, or a smoker. So anyway, I had an apple tree fall a few months ago. It had so much rain here, wind showed up and had about a 15-year-old apple tree fall. And I saved it, but I cut a lot of the big limbs off. So what I've been smoking with is my own apple wood, and it's pretty good. So I'm just going to lay these things on here. We're going to run this grill right at about 250, maybe 300 for an hour or so. And get them on here before it gets too hot. Oh, too late. It's already too hot. Lay them in here. Like so. Boy, it smells really good, guys, I'll tell you. And I don't turn these while they're cooking. I don't turn them over, obviously, or else all the cheese will fall out. I just let them sit like they are. And I'll let them go for an hour, maybe hour and a half, depending on how hot the grill gets up to. If it's hovers around 250 or so. I'll leave it like it is. So anyway, that's what it's going to look like. We'll cover it back up. We're going to try to get that temperature to sit right around 250 or so. I'll open up just a little bit, and we'll come and check in on it. We'll come and check in on it in just a little while, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, guys, we're going to pull them off the grill here. They've been on there for about an hour, a little bit better than that maybe. And man, I'll tell you what, look at that. Look at that. Oh man. So we'll pull these off and we'll let them cool down a little bit for sure. Uh-oh. Boy, they smell great. Everybody around 100 miles of here is smelling these. What we'll do is let them cool down good, obviously, because they're hot on the inside. And we'll meet you inside in just a few minutes with a taste test. See you inside in just a second. Well, guys, there they are. Pretty simple. A bunch of steps, but it's still awful easy to make. They always turn out pretty good. They look really good. They smell really good. Wow. But it tastes really good too. You empty out those jalapenos, take the seeds out, and they're really good. They're not too hot. They got a little bite to them, but you guys should really give them a shot. This is a great recipe. I don't remember where I got it. Somebody on YouTube had it, but my wife and I decided to throw some kielbasa and onion in there and have if you put a real stuffing in there, like a meat stuffing, you can actually have them for more like a meal. You can have 4 or 5 of these and a couple of adult beverages, and you're set for the evening. So, hey, I really appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button for me, will you? Subscribe, and I'll try to do one of these once a week or so. Try to keep them entertaining. Thanks. See ya.